Hello students, welcome for the subject Control System 2. Myself Professor Sunita Khanna, and today we will see the topic controllability and observability of the system. The content of our today's session is like this: concept of controllability, concept of observability, and test for controllability and observability. After this session, the course outcomes are like this. So learner will able to recognize whether system is controllable or not, what is controllability and observability matrix, and he will be able to apply Kalman's and Gilbert test. Introduction. The state variable approach is a powerful tool and technique for the analysis of design of control systems. The analysis and design of the following systems can be carried using state space method. We learn so many types of systems, and out of these systems, these are used for the state space method. What are these systems? First is linear system, other is non-linear system, third is time invariant system, fourth is time variant system, and fifth is MIMO system, that means multiple input multiple output system. So the analysis and design of these systems is well carried by using the technique which is the state space technique. In previous lecture we learned all about that state space. What is state variable, state space, state equation, output equation, that means state model. Okay. The state space analysis is a modern approach and also easier to analysis using digital computers, because we know the advantages of digital computers over analog computers. Now transfer function we learn for conventional methods. The drawbacks are in the transfer function model and analysis we learn. These are: the transfer function is defined under zero initial condition. So these conditions lose their importance. Second drawback, it is applicable to linear time invariant system, that means LTI system. It means we cannot apply this for the linear time variant system. We cannot apply this technique. Transfer function analysis is restricted to single input and single output systems. So if our system is MIMO system, then we cannot apply this transfer function analysis which contains the Laplace transform. Next is, it does not provide information regarding the internal state of the system, and hence we overcome this drawback using the state space analysis. And in this state space we are going to learn what is the controllability and observability of the system. So what are the concepts? First we will see what is controllability. The controllability verifies the usefulness of a state variables. In the controllability test we can find whether the state variable can be controlled to achieve the desired output. That is the concept. But how it can be defined? The definition of controllability is: a system is said to be completely state controllable if it is possible to transfer the system state from an initial state x of t0 to any other desired state x of td in specified finite time by using a control vector u of t. So this is the meaning of that controllability. It means we have to transfer that state. Suppose we have initial state x of t0, 0 for initial state, and we have to transfer this state at any final time t, any desired time d, that means td. So if it is possible to transfer this state using this particular vector u of t, if it is possible, then we can say that system is controllable, and that is the property of that system controllability. The controllability of a state model can be tested by two ways. One is Kalman's test and other is Gilbert's test. Now we will see what is the Kalman test for controllability. It is also available for observability. But first we will see what is for controllability. We know the state equation of the system is given by x dot t is equal to ax of t plus b u of t. We know meaning of each and every term. A and B, these are the matrices. What is matrix A? It is known as system matrix and it plays very important role to analyze the system, to design the system. What is matrix B? B is a row matrix and it is called as input matrix. X of t is a state variable and u of t is an input vector. These are the vectors. X of t and u of t, these are vectors. A and B, these are the matrices. Okay. For this system, a composite matrix QC can be formed such that. So when we have to test for controllability by Kalman's method, then we will find this matrix QC. QC is known as controllability matrix, while QO, it is known as observability matrix. So what is that QC? QC is given by this matrix. So first there will be a column of B matrix, second column will be AB matrix, third column will be A square B up to A raised to n minus 1B. What are these AB? We know it. This is matrix A and this is matrix B. And what is this n? Where n is the order of the system and this n is also equal to the number of state variables. Okay, so n, suppose our system is having order 3, means what? Our this matrix A will be 3 by 3 matrix. So order n is 3, so up to which term we will find QC? If order is 3, n is 3, we will find it up to A raised to 3 minus 1B, that means A square B. So what will be our QC? QC will be only B, AB and A square B. Okay. If our n is 2 only, that means 2 by 2 matrix is there or there are only 2 state variables, then our controllability matrix QC will be having how many terms? It will be up to A raised to 2 minus 1 B. So 2 minus 1 means 1, so it will be AB and at that time our QC will have only 2 columns. One will be B matrix and other will be AB column. Okay, B matrix, it will be row matrix suppose. So in this way QC, controllability matrix, can be determined. So this n minus 1 is important. Okay, so once this QC is determined, what is the next step? How you will decide whether the system is controllable or not? In this case, the system is completely state controllable if the rank of the composite matrix QC is n. Suppose our n is here 3. A matrix is 3 by 3, that means n is 3. So rank of this QC should be n. Then we can say system is completely state controllable. If our n is 2, then rank of this QC matrix should be 2. That is the condition for controllability. The rank of matrix QC, how it can be determined? It is the order of the largest non-singular sub-square matrix of QC. I think students, you are familiar with how to find the rank of matrix. Okay. Now we will see what is the condition for complete state controllability in the S-plane. And it is given like this. A necessary and sufficient condition for complete state controllability is that no cancellation of poles and zeros occurs in the transfer function of the system. If cancellation occurs, then the system cannot be controlled in the direction of the cancel mode. For example, suppose the transfer function is given as s plus 1, s plus 2 divided by s plus 1, s plus 3. Then what will happen? that s plus 1 pole will get cancelled with s plus 1 0, and hence our transfer function will be only s plus 2 upon s plus 3. So what will happen? The pole is present at s is equal to minus 1, but it get cancelled, and so the system cannot be controlled in the direction of the cancel mode. That is the disadvantage of pole 0 cancellation. And hence the condition is that when we have to decide whether the system is controllable or not, what is first condition? There should not be any cancellation of poles and 0. That is the necessary condition for the Kalman's controllability test. Now we will see what is observability. In observability test, we can find whether the state variable is observable or measurable. Okay. The concept of observability is useful in solving the problem of reconstructing unmeasurable state variables from measurable ones in the minimum possible length of time. Now what is meaning of this? What is measurable and unmeasurable state variables? Consider a simple example having suppose 5 state variables. These state variables are indicated as suppose x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. And out of these 5 state variables, suppose only 3 are measurable. For example, temperature, pressure and concentration. These 3 are measurable. But remaining 2 out of that 5, only 3 are measurable. But remaining 2, these are unmeasurable. So, what is the meaning of observability? The concept of observability is useful in solving the problem of reconstructing unmeasurable state variables from measurable state variables, and these should be in minimum possible time. Okay, that is the concept of observability. How it can be defined? So definition for observability: a system is said to be completely observable if every state x of t can be completely identified by measurements of the output y of t over a finite time interval. So that is the definition of observability. Time period is also important. Also same test observability is given by Kalman's. So what is that Kalman's method of testing observability? Consider a system with the state model. We know this state model: x dot t is equal to ax of t plus b u of t. And what is this output equation? Y of t is equal to cx of t plus du of t. So these two equations, it is nothing but a state model. So state model consists of this state equation and this output equation. For this system, a composite matrix can be formed such that QC is equal to C transpose as to A transpose C transpose as to up to what? A transpose raised to n minus 1 C transpose and bracket raised to T, that means bracket transpose. So this is the definition of controllability matrix, and we can determine whether the system is observable or not. And what is condition for observability? Once you will determine this matrix where n is the order of the system and n is also equal to the number of state variables. In this case, the system is completely observable if the rank of this composition matrix is n. So same condition, but these matrices are different. Here the two matrices are A and C. In controllability, the two matrices are A and B, because B is input matrix and C is output matrix. So for controllability, we need input matrix, but for observability, we need output matrix C and its transpose. Okay, so this is the observability matrix, and again same thing, we will find the rank, and if this rank is n, then system is completely observable. What is condition for complete state observability in the S-plane? A necessary and sufficient condition for complete state observability is same as that of controllability, that no cancellation of poles and zeros occurs in the transfer function of the system, because in cancellation mode we cannot observe the output. Same thing as that of controllability. So condition is same for observability and controllability. Now we will see some examples to clear this idea. A linear time invariant system is characterized by the state variable model. Comment on the controllability and observability of the system. And this system is given as x1 dot x2 dot is equal to this matrix minus 1 0 0 minus 2 x1 x2 plus this is matrix B, it is a column matrix U, and this output equation y of t is equal to this into x1 x2. So this is the system, this is system model, okay, state variable model. This first is state equation, other is output equation, and this both gives the state variable model of the system, and we have to comment whether system is controllable or observable. See solution. Given n equal to 2 number of state variables, how it is decided? It is decided by this x1 and x2, these are the variables, or it is perfectly determined by the matrix A. If it is 2 by 2 matrix, A matrix, it is having n equal to 2. If A matrix is 3 by 3 matrix, our n will be 3. See, here A is 2 by 2 matrix, so n is 2. B is 0, 1, C is 1, 2 and D is 0, because D is not given here. D is direct transmission matrix, and in 90% cases that matrix is absent. Now we have to find controllability matrix QC. What is our formula? QC equal to BAB up to A raised to n minus 1 B. So what is A raised to n minus 1? N is 2. So 2 minus 1, 1. So A raised to 1, that means A. And hence our QC will have only such two parameters, B and AB. Our B matrix is 0, 1. So this is 0, 1. And you have to find matrix AB, multiplication, this A into B. You know how to multiply it. And when you will multiply it, your matrix will be a column matrix, and this is 0 minus 2. So our QC is this B matrix 0, 1 and this AB matrix 0 minus 2. How we will find controllability? We have to find rank of this QC. So what is condition? If rank of this QC equal to n, that means equal to 2. If its rank will be 2, we can say that system is completely state controllable. See what is that rank. The determinant of QC is equal to 0, that means singular matrix. Therefore, the rank of matrix QC is less than n or QC is less than 2, and hence the system is not completely controllable. Why? We have to find its rank. So solve its determinant. One important difference between matrix and determinant is that we cannot solve matrix, but we can find the value of determinant, and hence to find the rank of QC we have to find the value of its determinant. So it will be 0 minus 0, hence its rank is not 2, and as this rank is not 2, our system is not completely controllable. But if system is not completely controllable, it may be observable or it may not be observable. We will see it. The observable matrix QO is C and CA. Okay. So our C matrix is like this and CA. So our QO will be 1 minus 1 and 2 minus 4. This is our QO. See, our C matrix is 1 and 2. We have to take its transpose. Okay. So this will be the matrix 1 minus 1 and 2 minus 4. Now we have to find its rank. So what will be rank? Minus 4 plus 2 equal to minus 2. The determinant QO is equal to minus 2, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, the rank of Q0 is equal to n, that means 2, and we can say that the system is completely observable. So here we can see that though the system is not completely controllable, it is completely observable. Okay, we will see one more example, numerical 2. The state space representation of a second order system is x1 dot is equal to minus x1 plus u, x2 dot is equal to x1 minus 2x2 plus u. So here see there are only two variables x1 and x2. So our matrix A is written as like this, minus 1 1 0 minus 2, this. Okay. So this equation in the matrix form is like this. U matrix, x1 is 1, x2 is 1. So this is x1 1, x2 1. So first we will write it in matrix form. Then we have to find the controllability matrix QC. This is our A matrix, this is our B matrix. So QC is B and AB, and this B and AB will be 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. So when you will find the value of QC, find determinant, it is minus 1 plus 1 equal to 0. And as rank of QC is less than n, that means less than 2, the system is not completely controllable. So in this way it is very easy to determine whether the system is controllable or observable. And here we will stop. Remaining topic we will see in next lecture. Thank you.